Mhm. So, I think it's high time to start our class. Today we are going to start a new story, The Piano Tuner. I know you already tried to find at least something in YouTube or some book recommendation sites, but it's modern literature. And there are many people and there are many opinions about it. And as for modern literature, it's not that easy to find as much information as we could find about literature written perhaps 100 years ago. But still, our team, is really demanding about stories. And every time I'm thinking what to read next, I'm thinking that we should uh, read something closer to us about feelings, about emotions, about the epoch. That's why we started perhaps I tend to take writers and books of 20th century, yeah, and currently it's I guess it's one of the first stories written in the 21st century. Yeah, I
Yeah.
unfortunately I don't remember. How about the previous book? Was it written in 2000s? I guess so. Laura Esquivel, Like Water for Chocolate. I guess it was written
In
in
the last century, yeah, during
mhm,
the 90s, yes. This
mhm,
one is really modern. This one is our contemporary because the author, the writer, is really young. So I was interested in the person of this author, David Mason, because
mhm,
he's the same age of one of my son. Okay, he
mhm,
is very young, and so I was intrigued about the possibility to read about it. And so I read another book by Mason a long time ago, a
Northern
Winter
Woods,
Soldier. No,
Northern
not this
Woods.
one. No, Winter Soldier or something
Mhm.
like that. But I don't remember very well the plot. But it was a very. It not was really was it,
Did you
speaking
read it
about
in Italian?
in Italian, yes, in Italian,
Mhm,
about war, the First World
mhm,
War, okay? And so the topic was really uncomfortable and very sad. So, yeah.
mhm, mhm, mhm. Perhaps we know that life is not that easy and simple. That's why modern writers tend to write true to life stories.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so today we are going to read first 3 pages, then going to have some reading comprehension about some words. You already saw my agenda, and you know that if I see some interesting word, I try to put it into our tongues and come it back to speech to make us to learn something interesting, something new, and then discussion section is always.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. First, let me share the screen. I'm sorry, not this one. Okay. Uh, wait a second. Mhm. So, just a little information about the writer, okay, before we start reading, because as I told you, it's not that easy to find at least something about it. Yeah, only a couple of video or interviews this writer has given. Let's read. Abdul Kadir, please read this note. Will you please? Mm-hmm.
Okay. A note about the author.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Mason received his bachelor degree in biology from Harvard College in 1998 and spent a year researching malaria on the Thai-Myanmar border, where much of the piano tuner was written. He is currently a medical student at the University of California at San Francisco.
Mm-hmm. But currently he graduated already, of course, and he is a doctor. And but he in one of his interviews he mentions that Thai Myanmar border presence, yeah, impressed him a lot. Many people who
Mm.
visit Thailand, Myanmar, or some rental countries, like here we call them, are left impressed. So I decided to follow the mood of the writer, and that's the one of the reasons I decided to offer this book to you. hmm Okay, and we pass over to the beginning. Okay, I should make it a bit so you can see the map of Southeast Asia. Yeah, and at this time we can see Burma, the country which was the colony, yeah, of British Empire, and we can see mm, some countries which do not exist, but they exist, but they don't. They have other names. Okay. So Siam is for what? What country? Siam is for Thailand. Yes, you can see it on the right. And half of it, half of Siam uh, was joined to Burma with the help of uh, British Army. Yeah, long ago. Yes, long ago, but it was. As perhaps you know, nowadays, Chiang Mai of Thailand belonged to Burma. So when Burma stopped to exist, yeah, these regions passed from one country to another. That's why I hope to have at least someone from those regions to help us to understand the history, because we are going to dive into it. Yeah, this book shows a really good knowledge of history of the writer. Yeah, still greatly interpenetrated with the plot. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's start. Mhm. Okay. Imelda, hello, 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 Imelda. Hello. Still fixing some issues. Rita, will you please reading?
Yeah.
Mhm.
In the fleeting seconds of final memory, the image that will become Burma is the sun and the woman's parasol. He has wondered which visions would remain: the Selwyn's coursing coffee flow after storm, the pre-dawn palisades of fishing nests, the glow of ground turmeric, the weep of jungle vines. For months the images trembled in the back of his eyes, at times flaming and fading away like candles, at times fighting to be seen, thrust forward like the goods of jostling bazaar merchants, or at times simply passing, blurred freight wagons in a traveling circus, each one a story that challenged credibility, not for any fault of plot, but because nature could not permit such a condensation of color without depth and vacuum in the remaining parts of the world.
Mhm. We can see the writer is fascinated, yeah, with the views. But still, some can you see I underlined the word parasol. Do
Parasol,
you
yes.
use it in your everyday life?
No, this is something that belongs to the last to the very old times. Okay, now we use umbrellas, of course, and during the summer times in Italy, at least in Europe, we don't use a parasol. The Asian people, yes, they because many Chinese or Japanese or Oriental tourists, for example, I can see them with using this kind of very little umbrella or parasol. So for them, it's a very normal item to be with them. Yeah, but not for us.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I thought that some things are umbrellas, but it turned out they are parasol. Yeah, the word came from French. It's boring.
Yeah.
hmm Okay, let's go on reading. Rosalba, will you please read?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yet above these visions, the sun rises searing, pouring over them like a gleaming white paint. The bedding sail interpret dreams in shaded scented corners of the market told him a tale that the sun that rose in Burma was different from the sun that rose in the rest of the world. He only needed to look at the sky to know this, to see how it washed the roads, filling the cracks and shadows, destroying perspective and texture, to see how it burned, flickered, flamed the edge of the horizon like a dagger type on fire, overexposed and edges calling. How it turned liquid the sky, the banyan trees, the thick hair, his breath, the throat, and his blood. How the mirage invaded from distant roads to twist his hands, how his skin peeled and cracked.
Thank you
Now
very
this
much, Rosalba. Please have a rest. Okay, now Imelda. Hello, Imelda. Will you please read? Mhm.
Sorry, I cannot read today. It's very loud here.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. No, no worries. Okay, Abdul Kadir, please read. Mhm,
Now,
mhm.
the sun hangs above a dry road. Beneath it, a lone woman walks under a parasol, her thin cotton dress trembling in the breeze, her bare feet carrying her away toward the edge of perception. He watches her, how she approaches the sun, alone. He thinks of calling out to her, but he cannot speak. The woman walks into a mirage, into the ghost reflection of light and water that the Burmese call then Lat. Around her, the air wavers, splitting her body, separating, spinning, and then she too disappears. Now only the sun and the parasol remain.
Mhm. Okay. So, and it was the final memory. It doesn't mean that we stop reading. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's move on. Arita, will you please read?
Yeah. War Office, London, October 24th, 1886. Dear Mr. Drake, I have been informed by our staff that you have received our officer's request for service in the name of Her Majesty, but have not yet been notified as to the nature of your mission. This letter serves to explain the specifics and urgency of a most serious matter and requests that you report to the War Office, where you will be further briefed by Colonel William, Director of Operations for the Burma Division, as well as myself.
Thank you. Rita, do you know the word briefed as for the
Briefly,
rest? Mhm. You know,
briefly,
briefly. Briefly, yeah, kind of little summary, yeah? So
yeah.
you'll be this in this case, brief is the verb. Yeah, so you will be introduced to the topic by another person, yeah, by Colonel Killian.
Colonel Killian.
So some mission to Mr. Drake. We'll learn a bit later what kind of mission. Okay, let's move on. Rosalba, please.
yes,
Mhm.
a brief history of this matter. As you are most likely aware, since our occupation of the coastal states of Burma 60 years ago, through the recent annexation of Mandalay and Upper Burma, Her Majesty has seen the occupation and pacification of the territory as central to the security of our empire throughout Asia. Despite our military victories, several developments seriously endanger our Burmese possessions. Recent intelligence reports have confirmed the consolidation of French forces along the Mekong River in Indochina, while within Burma, local insurgents threatened our hold on the remoter regions of the country. In
Rosalba, please have a rest. Okay, so from this little extract, we can see that things are not that peaceful in the colony. Yeah, of course, we understand its history. We are not here to fight about politics and so on. So let's face the facts. So not all the things in colony are fine. Yeah, and something, perhaps some other regions, some countries threaten the peace of British Empire. We can't deny, we can't change anything here, but still. Okay, but they call it as it is, occupation, yeah, and pacification of the territory, of course. Okay, let's move on. Okay, Abdul Qadir, will you please read?
Sure. In 1869, during the reign of the Burmese king Mindon Min, we stationed in Burma a physician named Surgeon Major Anthony Carroll, a graduate of University College Hospital in London, who in 1874 was appointed to a remote post in the Shan States, in the eastern reaches of the colony. Since his arrival, Surgeon Major Carroll has been indispensable to the army, well beyond his immediate medical duties.
Just a second, guys. Indispensable means irreplaceable. So no one can replace him.
Yes.
Okay. Please go on, Abdul Qadir.
He has made remarkable progress in forming alliances with native princes, and although distant from our command, his side provides critical access to the southern Shan Plateau and rapid deployment of troops to the Siamese border. The details of Carroll's success are rather unusual, and you will be duly briefed when you report to the War Office. Of concern to the Crown now is a most peculiar note received from the Surgeon Major last month, the latest in a series of somewhat vexing communications regarding his interest in a piano.
So the surgeon, Anthony Carroll, is not only a surgeon, not only a military person, but a fan of music. Okay, Rita, will you please read?
The source of our concern follows. Although we are accustomed to receiving unusual requests from the Sergeant Major with regard to his medical investigations, we were perplexed by a letter that arrived last December, requesting the immediate purchase and delivery of one error grand piano. At first, our officers in Mandalay were skeptical of the inquiry until a second message arrived by courier 2 days later, insisting on the seriousness of the demand, as if Carol had correctly anticipated the incredulity of our staff. Our reply that the delivery of a grand piano was logistically impossible was answered by the arrival of yet another breathless messenger 1 week later. He brought a simple note whose contents merit reprinting in full.
Thank you, Rita. Rosalba, will you please read? So, but I can't really, I'm sorry, I can't really imagine that it's not that easy. You just imagine a rare, piano transporting from London into India. It's difficult at those times. It's difficult to imagine how people are transported. And especially the piano. It's very sensitive to movements, to waving and so on and so on. So I can imagine. Okay, so here is the Carol's letter to Britain. Rosalba, please.
Okay. Gentlemen, with all due respect to your office, I hereby resubmit my request for a piano. I know the importance of my post to the security of this region, lest the urgency of my request again be misunderstood. Be assured that I will resign my post if the piano is not delivered to me within 3 months. I am well aware that my rank and years of service entitle me to honorable discharge and full benefits should I return to England.
Mhm.
Sergeant Major Anton J. Carroll, Mellowit, Shan States.
Mhm.
As you may, okay.
Mhm. Okay, now it's turn of Abdul Kadir, please. Mhm.
As you might imagine, this letter precipitated serious consternation among our staff. The Sergeant Major had been a flawless servant of the Crown. His record was exemplary, yet he understood well our dependence on him and his alliances with the local princes, as well as how critical such alliances are for any European power. After some debate, we approved his request and an 1840 Erard grand piano was shipped from England in January, arriving in Mandalay in early February and transported to the site by elephant and foot by Carroll himself. Although the entire escapade was the source of considerable frustration for some of our staff in Burma, nevertheless, it was a successful mission. In the following months, Carroll continued his fine service, making excellent progress in surveying supply routes through the Sham Plateau. Then last month we received another request. The humidity, it appears, has stretched the body of the Erard such that it is no longer in tune, and all local attempts to mend the instrument have failed.
Mhm. Okay, okay. Rita, will you please? Mhm.
And thus we arrive at the intent of this correspondence. Correspondence, yes. In this letter, Carol specifically requested a tuner who specializes in errand brands. While we replied that perhaps there were some easier means by which the piano could be repaired, the sergeant major remained adamant. At last we agreed, and the survey of London piano tuners has produced a list of several fine craftsmen. As you must know, most of the practitioners of your craft are quite advanced in age and not fit for difficult travel. A more detailed,
Mhm.
can you scroll?
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
A more detailed inquiry led us to the names of yourself and Mr. Claude Hastings of Poultry in the city. As you are listed as an expert in error pianos, we felt it appropriate to solicit your service. Should you refuse our request, we will proceed to contact Mr. Hastings. The Crown is prepared to reimburse you with a fee equivalent to 1 year of work for service of 3 months. Mrs.
Rita,
Drake.
please. Rita, please have a rest. Mr. Drake, your skills and experience commend you to this mission of extreme importance. We graciously request that you contact our office as soon as possible to discuss this matter. Respectfully yours, Colonel George Fitzgerald, Assistant Director of Military Operations, Burma and East India Division. And Rosalba?
Yes,
Mhm.
it was a late afternoon. Sunlight streaked through a small window to light a room filled with the frames of pianos. Edgar Drake, piano tuner, era specialty, put the letter down on his desk. An 1840 grand is beautiful, he thought, and he folded the letter gently and slid it into his coat pocket. And Burma is far.
Mhm. Okay, so that is all about the reading for today. Now pass over to some activities. But okay, so So, uh, what do you think about the last sentences of this extract? I mean, Grant, the piano is beautiful and the Burma is far. So, do you think that he really wants to go there, or just
Kind
mm,
of
But
dilemma.
this, oh, sorry.
mm,
Sorry, just a moment. Victoria, give me a couple of minutes because I am receiving a call, okay?
okay,
Sorry.
okay, okay.
Thank you.
Abdul Kadir, please go on. Mm-hmm.
I think he is in a dilemma. He is feeling between going and staying.
For him, Burma is really far, and
Yes.
Yeah.
and
I think he wants to go
because
because
so exciting.
because the piano the type of a piano is really good for him, but he sees Burma so far, so probably he questions himself if go or not. But I in probably he will go because the beginning of this book is an answer to this question,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yes.
I think that Edgar has happy memories
Mm-hmm.
when he thinks of Burma, of the sun, the parasol,
Mm-hmm.
this first part of this book, which I liked very much, makes me reflect that when you visit a place, what stays with you inside
Mm-hmm.
yourself aren't the people, the monuments, but the sensation, all everything you feel when you visit a new place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we remember how greatly he described the sunset, yeah, and the colors and shades of that scene, yeah, the woman with the parasol, yeah. And we can see that Mr. Drake is a fan of his pianos, yeah, he is a tuner, and of course, he's very interested in some error piano, suffering far away, being untuned, and the piano really needs to be tuned because the piano plays some important role in the colony. So the piano is not only a musical instrument but some political tool. Yeah, he understands that Carol needs the piano. Yeah, he insisted on sending the piano over distances. Now they need a tuner. Mhm.
And
Okay,
this
okay.
this this first part makes me feel very curious to visit Burma, because these first descriptions are beautiful. The color, the sunlight, because I like sunny days. If
Mhm.
you ask me, would you like to choose a parasol or umbrella? I choose a parasol forever, because I like sunny days. When in the morning I wake up and open the window of my room on a sunny day, I start my day with great energy. So parasol forever.
Unfortunately, we can't visit Burma because as soon as Burma stopped to exist, Myanmar was
Yeah, yeah.
born, yes, and some of the parts of Burma, Chiang Mai, yeah, namely, was taken by Siam, Thailand. So
Yeah.
Burma has covered some countries, and now they're separate. Okay, Kazuka, do you have a parasol?
Yes.
Lucky.
Yeah. I would like to protect my skin from UV. So always
Okay.
I use
So there
this
are some
season.
differences. So perhaps parasol is a type of umbrella, but it's not totally umbrella. Okay, let's find out. Let's watch a short video.
Yes.
Okay, I will make a short skip here.
When it comes to protecting yourself from the elements, parasols and umbrellas are two popular options. While both serve to shield you from the sun and rain, they each have distinct features and purposes. In this video, we'll dive into the differences between parasols and umbrellas, looking at their design, functionality, and best uses. By the end, you'll have a clear idea of which one is the perfect companion for your outdoor adventures. What's a parasol? A parasol is a light, often stylish, accessory designed primarily to protect you from the sun. Unlike umbrellas, which are intended to shield you from both rain and sun, parasols are made with materials that block UV rays, offering shade and cooling protection. Typically made from fabrics like cotton, linen, or sometimes even lace, parasols come in a variety of designs and colors, often used for fashion or leisurely outdoor activities. They're lightweight, with slender frames, and usually feature a larger canopy to offer more shade.
Just a second. There's ads here. I don't want. Okay.
An umbrella. An umbrella, on the other hand, is a versatile, practical tool built to protect you from the elements, particularly rain. While umbrellas can also offer some sun protection, they're primarily designed with a waterproof canopy, usually made of nylon or polyester, supported by a sturdy frame. They come in various sizes, ranging from compact pocket-sized versions to large, sturdy ones meant for heavy rain. Unlike parasols, umbrellas are more durable and resistant to wind, making them ideal for all-weather use. Key differences between parasols and umbrellas. Purpose and function. The primary difference between parasols and umbrellas is their intended purpose. Parasols are designed mainly for sun protection, helping to keep you cool and shielded from UV rays. Umbrellas, however, are more versatile, offering protection from both rain and sun. While parasols provide shade, umbrellas are more robust and are built to withstand various weather conditions. Materials and design. Parasols are usually crafted from lighter materials like cotton, lace, or linen, which allow air to pass through and prevent overheating. These materials are often treated to block UV rays, ensuring you stay safe from the sun's harmful effects. Umbrellas, in contrast, are made from waterproof materials like nylon or polyester, which are designed to keep you dry during rainy weather. The frame of an umbrella is typically stronger, often made of metal or fiberglass, to endure wind and rain. Size and shape. Parasols tend to have a larger, more decorative canopy to provide ample shade, often in unique or elaborate shapes. They're typically smaller in terms of height and more elegant, making them ideal for fashion and outdoor events like garden parties or weddings. Umbrellas come in various sizes, from compact, foldable ones to larger models with wider coverage. Their shape is more functional, often round or square, to provide full protection during a downpour. Parasols. Best uses. Parasols are often used in sunny weather, particularly for leisure activities such as picnics, beach trips, or outdoor weddings. Their elegant designs make them a fashionable accessory, adding a touch of class to outdoor events. They're best for blocking UV rays and offering shade in warmer climates. Umbrellas. Best uses. Umbrellas, on the other hand, are essential for unpredictable weather. Whether you're caught in a sudden downpour or need shade on a sunny day, umbrellas are reliable and practical. They're great for everyday use, particularly in cities or areas with frequent rain showers. Which one is right for you? So, which one should you choose? If you're looking for something to protect.
Okay, that's enough. And let's pass over to some activity. Just a second. So, tell me, where should I pin? So, on the left are umbrellas, yeah, on the right are parasols. Okay? Oh, no. Amazing. Oh, I'm an attentive listener. Mhm. Okay, just tell me, for example, point 10 is two parasols or umbrellas or some other points. Mhm.
I think it's parasol,
Which point?
maybe. Built.
Which number?
10, number 10.
10. To umbrella or parasol?
Parasol.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Contradictions. Okay. Varies. Papa, is parasol okay for sun protection? Yes. But how about the rain? Is parasol a good idea?
Umbrellas can withstand various weather conditions. Umbrellas.
Okay, let's fix it here and then you'll see. Okay.
And
Kazuko, what is your parasol made of?
In Japanese type is maybe it's like a chemical, something chemical, very
Nylon?
strong and like a, yes, maybe nylon.
Perhaps it's not.
More
Perhaps it's an
strong.
umbrella.
It depends
Not a
on the
parasol.
value, the price.
Now it's his question. I didn't know about this word before I started to read the story.
Sorry.
Okay, let's find out. Let's summarize.
Yes. What about 5? Made from fabrics like cotton, sometimes even lace.
Is it okay
I think
for
it's umbrella.
cotton
What do you think? Or
or lace?
no,
cotton?
no, it's
Cotton.
parasol.
Really? Cotton.
Yes,
Hey.
because
How?
they don't have to repel water. If you made it from cotton, it don't repel water.
So.
And this is parasol.
Okay.
Number 3 is obviously parasol.
Okay.
I think number 1 is designed to protect you from the. It's parasol, number 1.
Okay.
Yes. Number 7 as well.
Sorry. Number 8, more durable and resistant to wind, is an umbrella.
Okay.
Number 8, umbrella. Okay. Number 6.
Number 6 is
Umbrella.
an umbrella as well. It's an umbrella, yeah. And also number 10.
Number 2 is an umbrella.
Number 2.
Yes.
And also number 10, built to withstand various weather conditions.
Number 4 is umbrella.
Okay. How about this one?
What do we have left?
9.
Number 9. Parasol.
Parasol. Any objections? Guys, any objections? No arguments here? Everyone agree?
Yes.
Okay, let's submit. Perfect. So, Kazuka, do you have a parasol or an umbrella?
Both.
No.
Both of them.
Both?
I have both.
I see. Well, here in Russia, we don't need parasol very often. We have only 3 in the place I live. Only 3 hot weeks. yeah, and the rest of summer is not that hot, moderate, plus 20 to 25, not that hot. So as for 3 weeks, we live in the villages surrounded by forests, and we don't need. But still, Japan has another climate, and I guess yes, parasol is a must.
Because why I have parasol also? Because my place is very near from the Ocean Pacific. Go to the sea. When we go to the sea, sometimes we need parasol for eating lunch or something.
I see. So
Do men, sorry, Kazuka, do men use it as well? Men.
Men?
Men.
Men.
Women and men. Only women or men as well? Do they use it?
Yes, it's not so hard to build, and women can build it. Parasol.
Okay, you mean a
It's
big
light.
parasol, big beach parasol? Kazuko.
Yes.
Big.
Yes.
But we
Big.
mean personal, just not that big. So the
Really?
same parasol is of the same size as usual umbrella, of the same size.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Does everyone use it?
Yes.
Okay.
We
Okay,
can.
thanks.
What about you?
In Turkey, it's very rare. Maybe in the south part.
I would like to show you some examples of parasol. Perhaps they're mostly used sometimes in some ceremonies in Russia. Here are the parasol, for example. It is made of lace. Can you see? It's not, I guess it's in Russian traditional style. It's not in Eastern. Here is an umbrella. Now we know. Don't, but perhaps if we change kind of Eastern.
Victoria, in the romantic literature of European countries, it's very common to find ladies wearing a parasol during the important events, during the balls, dancing, and things like that. Okay, so in the 70s, 18th, and 19th century, it was an item really very, very common in as a dress code. Okay, the most important people, of course, they wear this. They have this kind of parasol, not the normal or poor people, of course, because it was an item of laces, very precious tissues, and so it's not so common to have a parasol if you were a poor person. Yeah.
Because poor people walked on the soil, walked in the villages, and they didn't protect their skin, of course, from the sun. But as for ladies and gentlemen and all rich people used parasol, to underline their white skin. They don't walk in the field. One of the features. And in Russia, it's the same.
Yeah, because in the last centuries, as you well know, the skin, very tanned skin was not very common because it was considered something very dangerous for the health of the people. Okay, and so now we have recognized the benefits of the sun. But of course, you have to tan yourself during particular hours, particular time of the day. Otherwise, the rays of the sun could be dangerous. But in the last centuries, the skin of the ladies should be just white, not tanned, okay, not brown. And so they used this parasol in order to defend from the sun and from the hot water, the hot climate. Yeah.
Do you mean?
But
Sorry.
they were also fashionable to wear parasol, especially in high society.
But we can see easily outside of the cafeteria.
Another
They use
big.
Yes, parasol.
Yes. Big.
Yes.
Okay. So, except parasols, except the piano. So Mr. Drake is going to be offered to be sent to Burma. How would we call this event if we transfer it to modern life? Business trip.
Appointed.
Yes. He was asked by the government, by the Queen, to go
mission, maybe? Can we say mission?
Yes, but in real life, just imagine you're a worker and you are sent somewhere to
Business trip.
business
But it is
trip.
long. It is long. Can we say for a long time? Can we call it trip?
Yes. Perhaps it's vacation or Bleisure trip. We don't know.
Bleisure. Bleisure or vacation. Yeah.
Yes, it sounds like for me, when I was reading, I was puzzling and what's the business trip to the other part of the world? Okay, let's find out the difference between pleasure trip and vacation. Let's watch a small video before we pass over to discussion section, just to get some ideas about it.
Because Bleisure is very short time.
Now we have planes and we can travel, make short trips.
Yeah, short trip. Workation is for 3 weeks, 1 month. Yeah.
Okay. So, they don't have the sound, but will you please read, Kazuko, will you please read the explanation? It's the key explanation. Can you see?
Yes.
Will you please read?
Thank you. Bleisure combines business travel along with leisure. Activities such as sightseeing and adventures.
So it means you go to some place, do some work, and then you have a couple of days, perhaps a day, to visit something. So it's
Yes.
Combination of business trip and pleasure trip.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, Rosalba, will you please read about vacation?
Yes, of course. A workation combines work and vacation, where employees are working remotely without taking any day off.
So it means that you went to this, you went, for example, to the sea, but you still have to work there, all day long.
I think this kind of workation is very common at the moment because a lot of young people, they work, because one of my sons, for example, I think that he is always on vacation because he is in Spain, he is in Australia, he is in Brazil. And so I asked him, sorry, my dear Cesare, but when do you work? And he answered me, but I am working, mommy. I am working because he works from remote. And so this is something that I cannot understand because it's really different from my personal style, working style. But at the moment,
I'm very interested in your son's job, occupation. What is that?
Because
IT?
he is an engineer, okay, and he has to prepare some project about dams because he is interested in this kind of engineering, dams, how to avoid the waste of water, and so how to save water as much as possible, okay, and so he works from remote,
Okay. that is all. So for me, Bleisure trip is the best option because I guess during the vacation you're working non-stop, and sometimes perhaps you have free time or perhaps no, but during Bleisure trips you work 7 days, and then before leaving home, yeah, you can have some hours of some rest. You may usually we have when I make some. It turned out that I don't have business trips. I have Bleisure trips. Okay.
Anyway, Victoria, in my future life, I'll follow this kind of example in my next life, okay? Because at the moment it's no more possible for me. But in my next life, if I will born again, so I'll change my work and I'll follow this kind of example, pleasure, yeah.
I I think that Bleisure and Workation are a great combination of professional life and personal life. But in my opinion, traditional vacations are unique for me. Because for me, holiday is a complete disconnection. I like to enjoy without answering emails or messages or other things, because the factor the key of this type of remote working is that you have you should have the right attitude to separate work from leisure time. Otherwise, work follow you everywhere. So I am for traditional vacation. Absolutely.
Rosalba, what is your occupation? What was your occupation? What did you?
Now I am retired, but in the past I was a teacher, and I remember that when I was working, there were occasions when we went away for refresh courses or conferences or meetings. But I remember that they were so short that, yes, I enjoyed the beauty of the place I visited, but I haven't time to absorb the atmosphere of the place. There was no time to experience the local culture, because the local culture, the culture is not only visiting monuments or visiting museums, but it is also talking to the local people, taste the local food, and so experience the local culture.
Rosalba, what subject did you teach?
I taught English for many years in a professional school, which is the most difficult school. Rita and I taught in the same school, where students are so demotivated. They don't think of studying English. They think about other things. So it was very, very difficult.
Yeah. And another difficulty is this one, because when you teach in a professional school, you have to teach English, professional technical English, okay, not literature and not language.
Specific vocabulary.
Specifically. Rosalba was in a dental sector, and I was in the fashion sector. And for a very short time, I was in the electricity sector, okay? Oh, terrible, was terrible, because I am totally ignorant in my personal language about electricity, about of this kind. So imagine in English, okay? So thank God I was moved to fashion sector, and it was a bit better, okay? Because fashion gives you the possibility to speak about fashion. Italy is the birthplace of fashion in general, and so yeah, it was a bit more comfortable. But at the beginning, it was really a nightmare because in studying, because we in Italy, when you go to university for language, you don't use a specific technical language, but you speak about and you study literature above all, okay? And you study grammar, you study syntax, you study, but above all, you study literature and not specific languages. And so it was a bit difficult, yeah.
And when you come to some specific schools, yeah, colleges, you have to master on your own all the vocabulary which is demanded on this or that field. Yeah, I totally understand.
Yeah.
Once I was tutoring a boy from IT department. I have to improve a lot. But I was able to translate, but I didn't understand how it worked.
Yeah.
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 So
Because
I
it's
have to.
something that you are not really interested in it, and so you are not motivated to absorb this kind of technology of vocabulary. Yeah, I can understand you.
Yes, yes. So we are colleagues.
Yeah.
Okay. Rita, how to avoid your vacation uh, be workations? How to keep
Yeah.
that balance?
Yeah, I think that balance or equilibrium is a very important attitude or skill in our life, okay? And so we have to find the right road in order to live better. And so also during the vacation, I think that when you go into some place, a different place, you have to study, you have to look at this kind of corners of new places with a curious eye, okay? In order to apprehend, to absorb, to learn something new. And so I think that our life, if we want to live better, we have to stay in an eternal student situation, okay? The longer you are a student, the better it is for you. And so this is really important, above all during my age, because the most of my life is behind my shoulder, okay? And so I have to study more and more in order to keep myself alive, okay? And so I think that also during the vacation is really important to study. But to study is not for me to have a grammar book or to do
About
exercise or
reading.
things like that. No, but also this kind of a conversation for me are sort of studying, okay? So they are really important. Reading a book, for example, speaking in English with Rosalbo, with other friends with you at the moment. This is a sort of learning moment in my life because I am sure that the more you learn, the better it is for you. Yeah.
I just thinking about your words, and I think I don't have enough time to study, just like thoroughly study, because basic knowledge and yes, C1 level is okay for me, but still I need to go on. And
Yeah.
reading is a way out for me, especially in the team of super readers like you ladies is the best option for me. It's a combination of hobby and work.
Yeah.
So I'm reading,
Yeah.
I'm improving, and I would say it's more like pleasure, not like
Yeah.
studies.
Yeah, it's not a duty, it's not a burden, okay? It's something that you accept because you love it. Because if you are motivated, you love it, and so it's the same when you fall in love, okay? When you fall in love, above all the first time, because the second is very different. But when you fall in love for the first time, you are also able to climb the Everest or the highest mountains, okay? Because you are so motivated that you can do anything in your life. It's the same as now. Yeah.
By the way, Russian poetess Bella Ahmadulina said that she first met the second and the third love, and only after some years she met the first love.
Mm.
So, Okay. So Rita, are you for vacations or pleasure trips?
Sorry, what? What?
Are you for vacations or pleasure trips?
Um, I don't know exactly when. If I was to, if I want to joke, I think that in my next life I will
Uh,
I will agree with about pleasure. But anyway, now in my personal condition, when you are a retired person, more or less you are always on vacation, okay? Because you can do what you want without thinking about. But anyway, to I'll try if it's possible. I agree with Rosalba because when you go to a place, it's important to stay totally disconnected from the former life, okay, from the other days. And so you have to be totally immersed in a new reality and try to enjoy that kind of reality without thinking, okay? It's a sort of new oxygen breathing, okay, when you go to another place on vacation. And so, yeah, you have to enjoy that kind without thinking to
I
work
don't
and
But
know.
think
He,
about
he
things like
lives
but
that.
life
I
without
think
thinking about school. I don't know.
I think that if you have no time to go on holiday, or if you haven't so much money to go on holiday, leisure trips and vacation are a good opportunity uh, for those who like traveling,
Mhm.
because you have the possibility to discover new places, even if you have no long time to visit it. But it is a good opportunity. Yes.
Mhm. Kazuko, what is your job currently?
My job is currently global procurement department.
So what do you do?
We joined Chinese team,
Okay.
and my leader is now next to me.
Mhm.
He is Chinese, but he can speak Japanese also. And of course, he speaks English, but not well. So.
So his Japanese is better than English?
Because he lives in Japan and he
Mm.
has 3 children.
Okay. So he's mostly a Japanese speaker. I see. Okay. So Kazuko, what do you prefer, vacations or pleasure trips? Or you may choose
If
any
I
question.
can,
You may choose a question.
thank you very much. So I'm interested in 3 or 4 the
Mhm.
questions.
Just a direction for the answer. You may
Yes,
pick.
thank you.
Mhm.
Remote work, it depends on the job. That's why. So if I can remote work, it's interesting, but it's hard because I must report to my boss details, and I can't see another colleagues because we have many products. That's why we should cooperate with another employees. I can't feel that their temperature, their situation, their environments. That's why it's hard. But if I can remote work, it's good. And I would like to experience Bleisure if I can do that. And work and vacation, the combine is very interesting. But balance is difficult because it's if I have my own job, it's possible. But now I have my boss and my colleagues. That's why if I go to abroad and combine the working and my vacation, another colleagues has some jealous maybe. So the balance is difficult. I think so. But in the future, remote work is improving much more. I think so. Thank you. That's it.
Well, as for working remotely, I guess it has advantages and disadvantages. It depends. There are people who can do it perfectly, especially IT and also teaching. Yes, but still the atmosphere, the vibes are totally different. And
Yes.
for me, it's a way to work remotely as a teacher is a way out, but it's not a substitution because I'm burning in the classroom. I like to see eyes, I like to see movements, and I like to see sometimes students communicate with other, and it also helps me to understand their wishes, their values also, and you can't see it only in the class if you don't see them in reality. The connection between students is being lost if you don't see them often, if you don't see them in just during the break between lessons. Yeah, and it all helps you to understand students better. Yes, it's a way out during pandemics or some other disasters, but still, it's
but
not a
not always.
substitution for me.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's
absolutely.
very
Totally agree.
it's yes, but it's very effective for our life, remote work or remote using remote, but it's not good for our health because sitting long
Staring
time.
into the
Yeah.
screen,
Yes.
constantly, and you have to
It would
be
be very
on the
dangerous.
clock. You have to be on the clock, yeah? Okay, I should be there. I should be online at this time. You postpone everything and so on and so on. So it's pretty demanding.
Yeah.
Totally
And
agree.
then I think that some particular work, some particular profession, as for example teaching, also teaching is something that involves something emotional because teaching is based on an emotional relationship, okay? And so the remote relation is something so cold and so strange and so I can describe it that is really negative. Just as Victoria said, in some moment of the year, some moments, particular pandemic or things like that, other job can also use this smart, what is called in Italy with a very incorrect word, smart working. It's not smart working, it's a remote working. But anyway, some profession is good for using the remote working, but as a relationship between parents and son, for example, can you imagine a relationship based on a remote relationship? It's impossible. Okay, and the same for teaching, for the same or the profession of a doctor, for example. Can you imagine a doctor that gives you some medicine or visit you
Examine
using the
you.
remote?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely impossible. No, no.
Yes. We are lucky that in some jobs are not available remotely.
Yeah. So that's why, because I think that the artificial intelligence never will be able to substitute a teacher, because artificial intelligence, something that is perfect, but she or he doesn't have sentiments, feelings, okay, emotional relationships, and so.
Perhaps people who are working with software or hardware or IT spheres, that's the best. Or perhaps some I don't know sellers which are looking for clients or customers is also okay. But not for people who are working with children, definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, and we have Marlene with us. Hello, Marlene. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Marlene. We're discussing vacation and pleasure trips. What do you think about it?
Oh yes, I was hearing you. I think when it's vacation because you have to enjoy, you have to rest, you have to um, work around and meet peoples and go to museum and do everything that you can do when you are working. When you are working, you have to uh, be focused on the job because you can do uh, for me you can do two things at the same time. I live in an island. It's Central America in the Caribbean, and I think that when I have to work, I always see the sea and my commute to work. And sometimes when I am out of work, after work, I try to sit down, see the sea, and be calm because I need to be stressful. So if you combine work and vacation, I think you can be stressful um, completely. That's in my opinion.
Yes, yes, yeah, okay, thank you. So, and we are coming back for the last comment to the story. So, what do you think? Is it going to be a workation or a pleasure trip, ladies, for Mr. Drake?
It will not a vacation, a complete vacation. I think that will be something a bit different. But we'll see in the next pages.
It will be, in my opinion, it will be a workation. Yeah.
So he is a bit, as we can see, he's a very peaceful and calm personality. Yeah, that's how American writer, yeah, Daniel Mason is American writer, says a British person. Yeah, so he created Mr. Drake, peaceful kind of Burmese fire. Piano is beautiful. And but I think many people say that visiting Asia changes you. We will see how it will.
I think this I don't know this writer, but I think he is very good in descriptions.
We noticed
Because
that.
I was really impressed by the first part. It is like a poem. Yeah, it is very, very good in descriptions. Yeah.
Okay. So we've done a lot today, and it's time to finish our class. So as for the next, I'm planning to see you next weekend. But if the internet connection allows. I'm sorry, ladies, because I'm going to live in the village for a month or so, and I really, really hope that internet connection is going to be okay. And as for the next class, please read the first, not the first chapter, but part one. Okay? Part one of the first chapter, yes.
Part one.
Yes, I will send you pages, okay? Just after this class.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you'll learn some facts about Carol, Mr. Carol, the surgeon, and that military person. Very exciting. So, as Rosalba said, Daniel Mason is really great about in descriptions. You just follow what is next, and it was difficult to just distract myself from the story. But who likes descriptions? You can't just visit Asia in books without descriptions because Asia is really picturesque, colorful, and bright as any country.
So we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Saturday. On Saturday.
Saturday, 3 p.m. I hope for this time.
I have a question for you. Why your meeting hasn't been scheduled on the calendar of the platform?
On international.
Because I learned of this meeting just from WhatsApp. And there is
No, Rosalba, on the platform, there is in the events of the platform of international, blah, 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 there is an event of today at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes,
But,
there
but
is
not,
just
but not,
one event.
Yeah, but not you with
Yeah,
the piano tuner. Yeah.
So people who haven't read on WhatsApp, they don't know about your meeting. It's a little strange for the first time.
No. I announce my meetings in Facebook, International English Cafe group. On my profile. And where else should I report? In Zoom? Oh, I don't know.
On your personal profile, Victoria, but not on the page of International Cafe.
I know. You want me to create my own event on my page? Okay, I will do it next time.
Okay.
Okay. For you not to look for. Okay. Thank you for your advice. I will do it.
In order to give the possibility to other many people to know that you are planning a meeting.
Okay. Thank you for your advice. Okay.
Kazuko, 32 degrees.
Wow, really? It's very hot.
Kazuko, yeah. This is my Salvation Army item. Okay, so if I have
it's a Japanese style.
Die. Yeah.
It's your son's souvenir.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much, Victoria. See you next time.
See you.
Thank
you. Bye-bye. Have a nice time. Bye.
It was a nice conversation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.